Thank you. Taoiseach, I've received a number of emails recently about the severe difficulties experienced by private nursing homes in recruiting and particularly retaining staff, especially healthcare assistants. Now, this is especially acute in small rural nursing homes. The simple reality is that private nursing homes are not able to match the HSE in terms of pay and benefits, and recently more aggressive recruitment by the HSE and HSE-funded agencies. This is placing intolerable pressures on private nursing homes. Now, first of all, Taoiseach, can I say I'm a strong supporter of home care packages and believe we need to invest significantly in that model of care. However, for many different reasons, we will continue to need the very important services of the nursing home sector. Secondly, I'm not in the business of trying to increase profits in the nursing home sector. My objective is to try to ensure decent wages and proper benefits for staff, as well as an accessible, affordable and quality service for those who need it. I also have no ideological bias, private or public. As I said, I want a quality service, fit for purpose and represents value for money. Now, in the context of value for money, the Controller and Auditor General published a report this year on the fair deal. And in that report it states that the weekly average fee in 2018 for public nursing homes was $1,564, while for private it was $968. Now, Taoiseach, as care standards overseen by HIQA are the same in all nursing home settings, this means that staff in private nursing homes bear the brunt when it comes to cost saving, because the private nursing homes have to make a profit, otherwise they close their doors, and this is completely unacceptable. In July 2016, you published the terms of reference for a review of the fair deal. That report remains unpublished. Why is this, and will you publish it now, or ask the Minister to? Finally, Taoiseach, I mentioned the report from the CNAG, and they said that the NTPF, which is responsible for determination of fees under fair deal, on behalf of the state, did not provide it with a model to inform how the fee is determined under the fair deal scheme. So, Taoiseach, there's no clarity as to models of funding. If the scheme is called fair deal, it should be a fair deal for all involved, the residents, the nursing homes and the staff who work there. I've looked at the programme for government. I'm not excited by what I see. What proposals can you as a government bring forward to ensure the sustainability of this sector?
Thank you, Deputy. Taoiseach.
Thanks very much, Deputy, for raising this important issue. And like you, I think there will always be a role to play for nursing homes. Yes, we want more home care, more people being able to stay in their homes for longer, and that is the plan and direction of travel. That's why so much additional funding has been provided for home care in recent years, a 40% increase in the last couple of years, a further increase next year. But there will always be people who need a nursing home, who need residential care, and that needs to be provided for. And like you, I have no ideological bias as to whether that's provided by the public sector or the private sector, so long as standards are high and people are cared for properly. In terms of the Fair Deal review, I had thought that was published ages ago. I may be wrong if it's not, and I will check into that. And when it comes to the fees that are paid by the state to nursing homes under the Fair Deal, the Nursing Home Support Scheme, they're negotiated between the NTPF and nursing homes on an individual basis. And that is done on a confidential basis as well, because it is commercially sensitive. And what the NTPF tries to do is to make sure that reasonable costs are covered and also reasonable profit is possible for those nursing home providers. I do think it is difficult for private nursing homes to compete with the HSE and with the state for staff. That is because in the state sector pay is generally a bit better. There's the possibility of a public sector pension, which is very valuable, and also leave arrangements can be beneficial too. But I think we do need to bear in mind that the nursing home sector is very profitable. I know this year may be exceptional, but in the round, the nursing home sector is profitable. And it may be the case that there are a lot of nursing homes around the country that do have the capacity to offer better terms and conditions for their staff by reducing their profits. And I think we need to be frank about that too. And there is a difference between public nursing homes and private nursing homes. They're not directly comparable. It generally does tend to be the case that those public nursing homes, those under the HSE, tend to care for people with higher care needs. So you often see figures comparing one with the other, saying that the cost of providing care in a HSE nursing home is higher than that in a private nursing home. That's often because the public nursing homes tend to take those people with much higher care needs. So these things aren't always directly comparable in the way that some people try to compare.
Thank you, Tánaiste. And I hear what you say, and you make some valid points. However, the former Minister for Health, Simon Harris, when he addressed Nursing Homes Ireland annual conference last year, spoke about the changes. He said they've been stressful, and those changes have come at a cost, and you haven't been remunerated for that cost. So your own minister, previous Minister for Health, recognised that. I've looked at my own constituency. In Sligo, public nursing homes cost 60% more. In Leitrim, 68%. In Roscommon, 76%. And in Donegal, 81%. And I've spoken to nursing home owners who say that especially with COVID, their income has dropped, rightly, to go from double rooms to single rooms, but it hasn't dropped by 25 or 30%. So they've not been able to access state supports such as the EWSS or the Restart grant. Yes, they've got PPE and help there, but it's proving especially difficult. And you are right, we don't want a model where enormous profits are made in the sector on the backs of workers. But we have to find a way that particularly some of the smaller rural nursing homes remain sustainable and provide that service.
Thanks very much, Deputy. You know, the government does acknowledge that nursing homes have been badly affected by COVID, that income is down and that costs are up. And in response to that, we have established a COVID-19 temporary assistance payment scheme that was set up back in April. Applications opened on the 17th of April, and the core concept of the scheme is that the state will provide additional funding to nursing homes that require it to contribute to their additional costs associated with COVID-19, and also the costs of dealing with mitigation and outbreak management where that occurs. Eligible costs include both additional payroll and non-payroll COVID-19 related costs. This scheme was originally devised to operate only for 3 months until the end of June, but was extended to the end of September. And the scheme is now being further extended to the end of 2020 and for the first 6 months of 2021. So this additional funding will run through at least until the middle of next year. But I do appreciate what the Deputy is saying around smaller nursing homes, particularly in rural areas, that because of their scale may have higher costs, and that needs to be taken into account as well. And certainly if the Deputy has individual cases that you'd like me or the Minister to look into, to the extent that we can, we'd be happy to do so.